And we have online with us this morning Dr. Meegaswatte, the Secretary General at UNESCO. A very good morning to you, Dr. Meegaswatte.
Yeah, very good morning to you as well.
All right, thank you very much for joining us, and we're glad to have you on the show this morning. And talking of the present scenario around every single one of us and being indoors, the stay-at-home policy, well, we'd just like to ask you what insight and how you could tell us how best we could use our leisure while we are being indoors to be productive and to have better motivation and a better mindset. Would you be able to share your views, Dr. Meegaswatte?
Yes, exactly. And we must understand now in Sri Lanka, not only in Sri Lanka, all over the world, we have to live in a new culture. When you say new culture, the way of living, the way of thinking has to be changed, a little bit changed. So actually we are in a turning point in the history of our world today. And when it takes to Sri Lanka, and we will discuss about this, I think I can divide this into two main groups. That is the behavior patterns and the thinking patterns, right? These are the two main areas under the new culture, the behavior patterns and the thinking pattern. Let me explain first about the behavior pattern. And as you mentioned correctly about the thinking pattern, I will deal it with later. But let us thinking about the behavior pattern. Now, when you say behavior pattern, we are behaving at home and the other main area is in our offices, the working place. And for children, it's the school place. So we have three main areas, that is at home, at school, and the working area, the world of work, we say, right? And we will discuss taking these two main areas, at home and office. When you say at home, before we were engaging with various works, the individualization or individually working, isolated working is more emphasized earlier. But now it seems that we can work together, even as family. We can have a discussion during this leisure period. We can have more intimation or more closeness with our family friends, family members, the husbands, the wives, the children. Everybody are together now. In other words, in terms of education, we call it collaboration. Collaboration is an extremely important domain in life. In other words, we must be able to live with other people. We must be able to respect the other people. We must be able to help the other people. We must be able to recognize and think about other people. So this is the best time for that. And we are trying to learn about that in the new culture. But this culture we had earlier in our country, long ago, we had this strong culture in earlier days. But it has been loosened for the past so many years. But now, this is, I feel, this is a blessing in disguise. This COVID-19 has become a blessing in disguise culture. Because, again, we can be together. This collaboration skill has been developed. And that is one thing. And the other thing is, now when you are at home, at leisure, we can even a small piece of land we can use for cultivation, home gardening, especially vegetable. We can grow vegetables. We can get together, get your children together, get your wife, husband, everybody together. And even if you don't have a land, of course you can use pots and you can grow vegetables, and it's a wonderful exercise, and it helps your mental situation to be uplifted. So this is another area. And also, now, when you say this behavior, that will strengthen our family life. Family is a strong bond in the entire life. Family is number one. So if you can strengthen the family culture, family life, have time to discuss the problems facing your children, all this. And the other thing, when you say children, now some might think, oh my God, the schools are closed and the universities are closed. What about the children's education? But remember, education means to develop the minds of a people, right? Until they see things very clearly, right? To develop the mind, the most important factor is to use their senses. The hands, the legs, the eyes, ears, all these senses they have to use. So this is the best time at home they can use this. Ask the children to do something, right? Engage them, right? Ask them to sweep the house. Ask them to keep the place very clean and neat. So these are things. And also get them to grow their vegetables, sweep the thing, painting the walls, painting, cleaning, all this work. You have to engage the children with this work. When you say work, you are using your senses. You are using your hands, legs, everything. And by that, they can develop their brains. So education is that. Not just reading a book. Not just taking an information from a book. Education is developing the mind of the people. Number one. Number two, and developing the emotional intelligence component. That means emotional intelligence has two main areas. That is intrapersonal intelligence and interpersonal intelligence. When you say intrapersonal intelligence, that means you should know about yourself and you should be able to manage your emotions. So this is intrapersonal. Number two, interpersonal. That's the most important, vital factor in life. That is, you have to be with other people. You must be able to help other people. You must have a strong bond with other people. You must respect other people. You must be able to listen to other people. And you must be able to say something very clearly to the other people. So these are interpersonal intelligence components. So these two combined, we call emotional intelligence. Now, this is the best time to develop the emotional intelligence quotient of the children, because education has IQ, EQ, AQ. And EQ is the most important factor in life. And the scientists had found that IQ is intelligence. So the most intelligent person can succeed in their life only 30%. But if a person has more EQ, he can succeed in life with 70%. So that now we know what is EQ, emotional intelligence. So during this period, this COVID-19 period, culture, this new culture, you can develop the EQ of the children, intelligence. So this is another very good area, and again I must say, this is blessing in disguise. And now I was thinking about the behaviors now. I was talking about the behaviors. Out of the culture, behavior, and the other thing is thinking pattern. Now let me go to the second component. Thinking pattern, your mental situation. Now this is the best time for your mindfulness, to develop your mindfulness. The best thing, I saw in the morning today, about half an hour ago, in New Zealand, small children, ages about 5, 6, I think, they are being taught how to do meditation. They do meditation in New Zealand. Now we know for so many years, more than 2,600 years, we have a strong culture, the Buddhist culture. We have been telling about Buddhist culture. The main component is meditation. So meditation is a vital component in life for anybody. So this is the best time to practice meditation at home, at schools. I think in the future, even in schools, I think meditation is going to, we call it mindfulness. We are going to impart, or we are going to introduce the mindfulness component into the students, because that's the most important factor in life. Because then the students, when you do your meditation, you can, especially the health condition will be improved. That is the best thing. You can enhance your health condition if you do proper meditation, because most of the sicknesses come from mind. If your mind is clean, if your mind is purified, if your mind is get rid of hatred and jealousy and all these unwanted black things, you can purify your mind. And the most important ingredient to do your purifying your mind is meditation. So meditation, you can do, practice meditation in the morning, in the afternoon. So the parents should adhere to this, not only in Asian countries. Now, as I mentioned, in New Zealand, even in America, right? They in universities, now they are introducing mindfulness. In other words, meditation. That is number one. Number two, and this is the best time to think new. Everybody can think new. Okay, what I'm going to do in my life? For example, if you are an elderly person, you can write one page in one day. It takes only about 10 minutes or 15 minutes, right? Write something about your experience in your past life, and that finally it become a book, right? This is another area. You write down everything, your best experiences, how you became, how you gain your life, how you succeeded in various things, how you have taken decisions, because decision making is extremely vital in your life. From childhood, you must be able to take decisions. So decision making thing you can develop. So for all these things, new way of thinking. Or maybe you can do a business. Or I'm going to do this business. I'm going to start a new industry, a home industry, things like that. You can do wonders. You can do many, many things. So I think these are the basic things that I can tell you to SLBC. I must thank SLBC for your wonderful services and wonderful way of presenting everything, SLBC, with a long history in your SLBC. I must congratulate SLBC. And so thank you very much. If you have any other questions, please raise me.
Well, Dr. Meegaswatte, it has been good talking to you, and something that you mentioned, a particular phrase that you mentioned twice over, that this period has been a blessing in disguise. Well,
exactly.
I think many people would feel the same, because I guess it has given everyone a time period to rethink and re-strategize, isn't it?
That's right. Actually, now this is what we say. Now, for example, one doctor told me, a friend of mine, he told me in earlier the OPD, if 100 people come, now only 30 people are coming to the OPD because less diseases, because of the face mask. When you have this face mask culture,
right,
you don't get diseases into your body. So that's a wonderful, that's why I say it's a blessing in disguise. So good things happen, right?
That's right.
So, yeah. Also, I think we have to adhere to this for at least another 2 to 3 years. We have to have this culture for another 2 to 3 years to eradicate, because not only in Sri Lanka, even if we eradicate the entire COVID-19, but see, in America and all the other Western countries, they will take another 2 to 3 years. So, therefore, this culture will prevail for another 2 to 3 years. Okay?
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much, Dr. Meegaswatte,
yeah,
for sharing your insight.
My name is Dr. Punchinilame Meegaswatte.
Right. Thank you very much, Dr. Meegaswatte, for sharing your very valuable time and your thoughts with us, which I'm sure every single one on board Radio Sri Lanka this morning would have sincerely appreciated and also got a point or two from. So thank you so much. And let me wish you a lovely Sunday ahead.
Thank you very much, SLBC. Thank you. Goodbye.
That was Dr. Meegaswatte, Secretary General of UNESCO, in conversation with us, telling us, well, how we could use our leisure to be more productive and, in a nutshell, become a better version of ourselves during this period of stay at home.